Good morning, class. Good morning. Welcome to the first day of school. Are you all excited to learn today?
Yeah.
Good. I'm so glad. My name's Miss Smith, and I'm going to be your third grade teacher. I can't believe you guys are all third graders. Look how big you have gotten. I saw you walking the halls last year as second graders, and you've grown so much. It's wonderful. So, I've seen you around, and I know little tidbits about you. And you've probably seen me in the halls as well, and maybe know a little few tidbits about me. But to help you, I had you fill out a nice little quick quiz. And I'm curious to know what it is you think you know about me. So let's see what those answers to those quizzes. Does anybody have any idea what my favorite color is? Oh, I like how you guys are already raising your hands so well. Apparently you've practiced that already in classes. Holly. Blue. It is not blue, although I do like that color. Taylor. Green. There it is. Yes, green is in fact my favorite color. I'm kind of a nature buff, and I really like to have the color green. It just makes me feel like I'm outdoors. All right, how about, have I ever driven a motorcycle? What do you think, Taylor?
No.
No? What do you think, Abby? No? How many of you, thumbs up if you think I've driven a motorcycle, or thumbs down if you think I have not? One vote for yes. Give me a high five. I have actually driven a motorcycle. Can you believe it? Can you see me up there riding?
Yes.
No.
No.
Nope, it was a real motorcycle. It was a true motorcycle, 100%. Okay, so now, round robin, I want you guys to share with me one thing about yourself that you want to share, and one thing else that I didn't share with you that you'd like to know about me. Izzy, go ahead.
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? That's a good question. I would say pets, probably dogs, because I do have one of those. And wild animals, I don't know. I've been kind of drawn to the owl lately. My daughter loves the owl, and she's making it very much a part of our household. So I kind of have come to love owls. Talking and doing a lot, but I want to do a little activity because there's lots of things on the first day of school that we need to work through because you've been in school now. This is, let's see, third grade, so this is actually your fourth year starting school. And each teacher you've been with does things just a little bit differently. There are some things that are the same and some things that are different. So we want to figure out how this class is going to work to make sure that everybody's on the same page. All right, so underneath your table, there is a 3x5 card that is stuck to the table. Go ahead and pull those off. And if you have more than one, which you might, go ahead and pull that off as well. You can flip them over, you can look at them. Make sure, read them over, make sure you understand what's written on the card. And if you don't, raise your hand and I can help you make sure you understand what's on the card.
When can we go to the bathroom?
When can you go to the bathroom? That's a good question because it's a long day at school, isn't it? And we have to worry about going to the bathroom. Well, here's how I want to do our class, okay? There's going to be times throughout the day that we're going to get up and we're going to move around because we go to specials and we go to recess and we go to lunch. During those times, we will make time as a class to use the restroom, okay? But there's going to be times throughout the day when you might feel like you still have to go, okay? And if I'm up here talking, or if another student is talking, and you raise your hand and you're flailing on, I gotta go potty. Does that sound disruptive?
Yes.
Yes. Does that sound kind of disrespectful?
Yes.
Yes. And we don't want to be disrespectful in this class. In fact, we're going to talk about rules in a little bit, but respect is one of the key words for our class this year. So, I want to teach you a fun way to go to the bathroom, to ask to go to the bathroom. Okay? There is a language out there called sign language. Okay? And it's for those that are hard of hearing or deaf, you use your hands to talk. It's called sign language. Okay? There is a sign for going to the bathroom. First of all, there's an alphabet, A, B, C, D. I'm not going to do all of it right now, but the alphabet, the letter T looks like this. Everybody see if they can do that with their, stick your thumb between your two fingers. Perfect, just like that. That's the letter T. Now, when we need to use the bathroom, they say toilet for T, and they shake their hand just like this. just a little twist of your wrist. Okay? So here's what I would like. When we're having a discussion like we're having right now, okay, and you feel like you need to go to the bathroom, instead of hollering out, I want you just to very carefully put your hand up like this and shake it back and forth, okay? And I'm going to look at you. I'm going to be looking around all the time because I'm going to be watching all my students at every moment that I can. And if I see that from you, and I'm going to look at you, so Abby, I want you to practice it for me. Okay. So I'm talking, and I look over here, and I see, and I look at you. Can you tell that I'm looking at you? Okay, because my eyes are looking right at you, so I've made eye contact with you. Now, if I'm talking with Holly, and you keep doing that for me. And I'm talking with Holly, and I nod my head, and I'm talking with her. Am I looking at you? So do you think I'm giving, just because I'm nodding my head, am I giving you permission to go to the bathroom, or am I just kind of nodding my head because we're talking? Exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look right at you. Okay, I'm going to probably still keep talking about whatever I'm talking about. I'm going to look at you, and I'll nod my head like this if it's an okay time to use the bathroom. And then you can quietly get out of your seat, go down the hall, use the restroom, come back in and sit down. Now there might be a moment when it's not a good time. What do you think I will do to tell you that it's not a good time? Taylor? Exactly. I'm going to shake my head in the no back and forth like this. Okay? And that doesn't mean, no, you have to hold it forever and you're going to pee your pants. Okay? It just means right at that moment is not a good time because I'm either going to give some really important instructions or we're having a really good conversation and I don't want you to miss it. Okay? But I will come back to you and make sure that you get the chance to use the bathroom. The other thing, when we're having group work, because we're going to do lots of group work, where you guys are going to be working in partners or small groups, and I'm going to be walking around and talking with you, and if there's a moment like that that you need to use the bathroom, when I come to you, you can just ask me then. We don't have to always do this. But this will be our nice quiet sign for when things get, when we're trying to have conversations and things like that, and you want to use the restroom. So, any other questions? Yes, ma'am?
How do we know we need to listen?
How do you know we need to listen? Good. All right. I'm going to have two ways of getting your attention. Okay? So, first of all, the first one is I'm going to say class. But I'm not just going to say it just like that, because that sounds kind of boring, doesn't it? And imagine if you were all talking at the same time, would you even hear me?
No.
No. Probably not. I'm going to go, class. And what I want you to do, so that I can tell that you're listening. See how I kind of said that with a voice that kind of went, class? Okay. I would like for you to respond to me, yes. But do you think I want you to respond to me, yes?
No.
How do you think you want me to respond? How do you think I would like you to respond? Easy. Yeah, exactly. See, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Let's try it. Okay, first of all, I want you to just talk. Just talk to your neighbor. Just talk to your neighbor, share a story. Class?
Yes.
See how easy that worked? That's what we're going to do to get attention when you're having discussions like that and I need you to listen to me. And I might change it up. I might go, class. See? Exactly. Or, class.
Yes.
See? We'll have some fun with it. Because see, we're going to have fun this year. We're going to have lots of fun. This isn't all just sitting here filling out papers and talking the whole time. We're going to have fun and we're going to interact. Okay, so that's one way that I'll get your attention. The other way, I'll do that. And I'll say, class.
Yes.
Good. And you'll get your attention. And then I'll say, I need you to pack up your things to go home. Okay, that would be the instructions that I gave you after getting your attention. Now, imagine that you're doing that, and you're getting really, really loud. Just do it for me. Get really, really loud, really, really loud, really, really loud, really, really loud, really, really loud. Okay. So the other part I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a countdown. And the countdown means that I've given you instructions, and then you have until that countdown to finish them. And I'm actually going to sound like a rocket ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So imagine, okay, we're going to practice this, okay? So here's how we're going to role play this. I want you to talk, I'm going to get your attention. I'm going to give you instructions. And then I want you to kind of be slow about what I'm asking you to do. And then I'm going to give you a countdown. Okay? And the countdown means I want you to finish your instructions by the time I reach 1. Ready to practice?
Yeah.
Okay. So, talk.
Okay, so what do you guys get after lunch?
Class.
Yes.
All right. I know that you're having wonderful discussions, but right now I need you to pick up your quizzes and your pencils and take them and set them over. Just a moment. Let me finish all my instructions. Set them over on our puppet theater, and then make your way back to your seats quickly and quietly, please. Go ahead. Well, now you guys all did that correctly. I'm so impressed. Okay, but I want to see it incorrectly. So hold on 1 second. Because the only way we can learn, and this may not be your paper, don't worry about it, I'm just passing them back wherever they may be. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time, I want you to be, I want it to be slow. I want you to really, talk to your friend and goof around and basically not follow the instructions. So don't listen. Exactly, Izzy. Okay, ready? Okay. So I'm just going to start with the instructions because we already know our class.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for a great discussion. I need you to put up your quizzes and your pencils on the puppet theater, please. And then quietly return to your seats. So we're going to do that little countdown to help you kind of stay on task. Okay? So those are my 2 ways of getting your attention and helping you listen. Everybody with me so far? Okay. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is code of conduct. What does that mean? Any ideas? How about if I say it this way? Classroom rules. What does that mean?
Rules that you have in the classroom.
Exactly. Why do we need to have rules? Holly,
Keep us safe.
but why is it important to be safe? So you don't get hurt? Yeah. Anything else, Taylor?
So I don't get in trouble.
So you don't get in trouble. Good. Yes, those are all excellent reasons. Okay. So, like I said before, you guys have all been in class for this is starting 4 years for you. Okay? So you know some different classroom rules. So what I would like us to do is I want us to brainstorm. What does brainstorm mean? Think. We're going to think about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to come up with a whole bunch of ideas. And we're going to put them up here on our board. And if somebody puts an idea up here that you've thought of as well, go ahead and tell me that. Because I'll put a star next to it. And because that means that's an important rule. That's something that everybody is thinking about. Okay? And what we're going to do over the next couple of days, okay, we're going to keep adding to this list. And we might have to change it a little bit. We might have to change how we say it, how we word it, what kind of words we use. But when we're all done, when we finish this entire week, we'll have our nice big list of classroom rules. Okay? And I'm going to take that list and I'm actually going to put it on a big piece of butcher paper. Okay? And when we have it all finished, everybody's happy with it, I'm actually going to have you come up and sign that butcher paper. And you're going to sign it just like someone in business signs a contract. What is a contract? Kill it.
A contract is a piece of paper that you have to sign to do something.
Yeah. What else? Anybody else want to add to that? That's an excellent answer, Dylan. Yes, Exactly, Izzy.
You sign it because you agree with it.
Thank you. That is one of the words I was looking for. It's an agreement. By signing your name on it, you're agreeing to do it. So, when we have all of our rules posted up here and you sign your name to it, you're saying, I will do those rules. Okay? And if I don't do those rules, I know that there are going to be consequences. What are consequences? Taylor.
Things that you have to do if you get in trouble and you don't do stuff.
Yep.
Punishment.
Punishments.
Consequences is what happens after you do something. It's the effect.
It is. It's the effect of it. So if you don't do a rule, there's an effect that happens. All right, let's start brainstorming. Everybody go around the room and tell me at least one thing. Izzy.
Be respectful.
Be respectful. What does it mean? What does respect mean? What does respect mean, Izzy?
Like, whenever you're teaching, you have to be respected by listening.
Okay, listening is a way to be respectful. Dylan?
Being respectful is whenever you treat people with kindness.
Treating them with kindness. Abby?
Respectful is if someone's talking to someone else, don't go and talk to them when they're talking.
Yes, good. Taylor?
It's like being respectful to people like you.
There is an old rule out there. It's like from when my mom was a kid. It's called the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you want done unto you. What do you think that means? You were starting to talk about that, Taylor. What do you think that means? Can you think about it a little bit more? Maybe we'll phone a friend. Holly, what would you have to add to it?
Like if you think about like talking about something that doesn't affect, then you have to think, what if they do that to you? You really want them to do it to you, because obviously.
You wouldn't want them to do it to you. Why would you do it to them?
Like if you're mean to someone and they'll be mean back.
They could be. And would you want them to be mean back?
No.
So should you be mean?
No.
Exactly. So we're going to kind of keep that in mind as one of our big rules. What else should we put up on our board? Let me go ahead and call in a name so we can speak one right. Go ahead, Holly.
Raise your hand.
Okay. I can't write fast enough. Unto you. All right. Raise your hand. Yes, Kelly.
Whenever you have any water, you just don't like do it on someone. Like whenever you feel very something.
Okay. Can I just take that idea and can I tweak it just a little bit? But hear me out for just a minute. Okay, I see both your hands raised. I'll get to you guys in just a second. That way your arm doesn't fall off having it in the air. Okay? So, this statement right here. Be respectful. Okay? There's lots of ways we can be respectful. We can be respectful to each other. Okay? That means not talking when someone else is talking. Keeping our hands to ourselves, not touching and hitting and hurting someone else, not spilling our drinks on someone else, those kinds of things, okay? There's also be respectful to things, okay? This school has lots of stuff in it, tables, chairs, bulletin boards, whiteboards, computers, drinking fountains, bathrooms. I mean, there's lots of stuff in here. If we break it, do we still have it? No. Does it work right? No. So we need to be respectful to it. If I hand you a Chromebook computer and we drop it on the floor, do we have it anymore? No. So we need to be respectful with that. We need to use it the right way. We're also not going to want to have our waters around when we're using our Chromebooks, are we? Look what happens if we spill our water on our Chromebooks. Exactly. So we have to be respectful of things as well. Okay? Yes, ma'am.